The football world came alive last night. Arsenal versus Manchester City delivered drama, quality, tension, everything a title race demands. Let's start here. Has the title race just been flipped on its head? It feels like it. Not mathematically, but psychologically, yes. Arsenal are on 70 points from 33 games, City on 67 from 32. That changes everything. Suddenly, the pressure shifts. City now control their destiny, but so does Arsenal. It's game on from here. Thanks to Arteta and his boys, this title race cannot be boring. So this wasn't officially the title decider, but it might be remembered as the moment momentum swung. Exactly, momentum is everything at this stage, and right now, momentum is wearing sky blue. Let's talk about the performance. Arsenal didn't do badly in that game, did they? They created chances, hit the woodwork a couple of times. I think that was our best performance in the last 5 or 6 games. The level rose a bit, Arsenal created enough to win, but City took their moments. I agree, that was the best performance in recent games. Does that make this result more frustrating or more encouraging? Both. Encouraging because Arsenal went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in Europe. Frustrating because they didn't take their chances. And at this level, that hurts more. So we're back to that familiar question. Progress versus outcome. Arsenal played well, maybe even better, but still lost. And that's where the debate starts. Are Arsenal close, or are they still missing that final edge? Is Mikel Arteta to be blamed for this? Do you think it was tactics that made the difference in the game? No, not at all. Of course, tactics always play a role, but that cutting edge we saw wasn't some masterclass from Pep Guardiola. It was pure individual brilliance. And that's exactly what Arsenal seem to lack right now. That 1 or 2 players who can rise in big moments, take the game by the scruff of the neck, and carry the team over the line. We don't have that consistently. I've always believed that when 2 teams are tactically close, the difference comes down to who wants it more. And yesterday, it was surprising to see Arsenal show just a little less hunger. I thought they had all the motivation they needed. Maybe I was wrong. Thankfully, another layer of motivation has now been added. The advantage is no longer clear-cut, and both Arsenal and Manchester City are right in it. Now we'll find out who really wants it more. But his substitutions and tactical decisions are now under scrutiny again. Are those fair criticism or just reactionary noise? It's fair to question. When your team is creating chaos and momentum, changes have to enhance that, not disrupt it. But remember, there's always a bit of a gamble in things like that. I was surprised to see Ødegaard start. But he's the manager. He sees the players always and knows them better than we do. One moment that stood out beyond tactics, the fans. Arsenal supporters stayed, applauded, backed the team despite the result. What does that say about where this club is right now? It shows belief, real belief. There's disappointment, yes, but also pride. They saw a team that competed, not collapsed. Do we, the fans, really have a role to play? And how would you describe our energy right now? Of course, we have a huge role to play. Our energy isn't as consistent as it should be. I think we underperform far too often in that regard. In football, belief, momentum, and atmosphere matter. The energy around a team, especially from its fans, can lift players or weigh them down. And if that's the case, then Arsenal have a serious mountain to climb. Arsenal is arguably one of the most disliked clubs in world football. A massive number of rival fans want to see us fail. And when we say rival fans, we're not just talking about Manchester City fans. Do they even have enough to count? We're talking about huge fan bases like Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, and even big clubs across Europe. And of course, Tottenham Hotspur fans won't miss that opportunity either. That's a lot of noise coming from the outside. So our response has to be stronger. We have to stay positive, stand shoulder to shoulder with the team, and push them toward the level we believe they can reach. But too often, we let emotion and frustration take over. I think we have to do better. Let me put you on the spot. Do you genuinely think Arsenal can still win the Premier League title this year? My confidence is at 100%. I've always believed this Arsenal team is good enough to achieve anything. This squad has everything it takes: quality, depth, and the right mentality. So why not? I'm not just hoping we win it. I expect us to win it, and we will win it. I love your confidence. I reckon that's exactly what you expect from every Arsenal fan currently groaning and moaning, right? Exactly. So here we are, 5 games left for Arsenal, 6 for City, goal difference tight, pressure rising. City have the momentum, but Arsenal still have the points on the board. The title race isn't decided, but it's alive in a completely different way now.